Thank you for watching this video about your new Apter chemical equipment. This video will go over every detail about your new equipment and chemicals. If after the video you have any questions, you can comment and I normally will reply by that evening. As far as ordering chemicals, please contact your area manager for that information. Thank you. So you'll get your new chemicals. They'll come in jugs like this. Each one will be labeled what it is. Some of these you got to push down real hard to get them open. They should all have some type of seal on it, which you would need to use something. You should always wear safety protection with this. Make sure you don't get this on your skin and your eyes. You can pull this off, and then it's going to go in the holder. When it goes in, you want to make sure that this lead drops and goes all the way to the very bottom, and then screw your cap on. I'm going to do the same with this one. This might be a little bit safer if you can put it on first where it's not going to move. Take your cap off, pull the seal, and then enter your line. As you can see, if I go to turn the water on right now, it comes through here. You should always have your water off and not have pressure going to your device at all times. So you want to turn this off to force the water to come to here. Now, if you watch the line, when I go to turn this on, it is now flowing out, and it does take a while. If this runs empty, you might have to reprime it and let this run for a little bit, and you should see that that line is filling up. Do not try to cap and run any solution into your sink until that has filled, then you cap it up. Also, do not take this and pour any extra in or add extra water. What comes out the dispenser is exactly diluted to the amount that you need of chemical to water ratio. So as you can see, we're starting to get some soap in here, and you can see the bubbles. So we got soap. We'll turn that off. Now we're going to run our sanitizer, and you'll see the sanitizer fill. That's kind of clear, it's hard to see, but our sanitizer is now running. Now your sanitizer should always be filled with either room temperature or cool water. You do not want to use hot water when doing your sanitizer. I'm going to let this run for a second, and we're going to plug this sink up. Now if you look into the sink here, you'll see it's filling up. We're going to give this a minute to fill up, and then we're going to come back and show you how to test sanitizer. So now that the sink is finished filling up, we need to test to make sure the sanitation level in it is proper. Right next to your sink, you're going to have a test strip holder, which you're going to take out. On the front of the test strip holder, it does say you need to be between 2 and 400 parts per million for your sanitizer to be in an acceptable level. There's a gauge on the front of your test strips that lets you know, did you meet the color that you need. You're going to take off a piece about 2 inches long. You're going to hold it, and if you come look in the water, you'll see most of the suds are gone. But what you want to do is you want to make sure you're not sticking it directly in any bubbles, and just dip it and hold it for a count of 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to take it out, and you're going to check it to your gauge. As you can see, you're clearly between the 200 and 400 mark where you need to be. So this sink is an acceptable sanitized level. Once you have your sanitized level that is correct, and you need to fill up a sanitized bottle, the proper way to fill these up is know that you have the right amount of sanitizer, and then submerge these bottles in the water. That way you know the sanitizer that's in this bottle does match the proper sanitation levels. If you fill it directly out the hose, you will need to individually test every single sanitized bottle, which can be very difficult. So that gives you sanitizer. So this is your Apter Mop Station. Comes with glass and shiny, cleaner degreaser, and floor tile cleaner. When filling up, you want to make sure that your water is off at all times. See, I've turned it on, I get nothing because it's off here. You do not want to keep constant pressure going towards this unit because it will make it break. So we're going to go ahead and turn on our water. Now for the mop, this one has a longer hose so that way you can fill up a mop bucket. This you can either press for small amounts, or you can press and give it a twist and it will stay running while you're not holding it. In order to make it stop running, just give it a little twist backwards and it will disengage the filling process. Changing out these dispensers, very easy. You will take the cap off, pull the feed out, change your bottle, put your feed back in, making sure it hits all the way to the bottom, screw your cap back on. When filling a spray bottle, we have our greaser. We're going to go ahead and put our bottle in, and you want to go all the way till it hits the bottom because that'll create less foam in there. And you're going to press the button, and you're going to fill until you see right over the top of the label. And then now you have filled your bottle. Same thing with our Proclaim glass cleaner. We're going to fill our bottle. Right over the label. Give it a second so it doesn't drip. If you have a dispenser that is not over an actual sink, you may want to take a paper towel or something to wipe these off. Not all of these tend to fall directly over a sink. We do have our chart here that goes over all the chemicals, what they can be used for. Also has the item numbers on them for ordering. Your MSDS sheet right here is a digital form, so you would need to scan this QR code in order to get the MSDS sheet. This poster right here explains how to use this. All posters also come with a 1-800 number. If you have any issues with any of this equipment, you call that 1-800 number and you'll be able to get support or have somebody come out to take care of this for you. As far as your old chemicals, this you'll be directed by your district manager or through corporate of how to dispose of what you're going to do with that. This is everything that was taken down. This does not belong to us as a company, so we cannot tell you what to do with it. We do box it up, leave it to the side. You'll be directed by your corporate or your district manager of how to handle any remaining equipment that is left behind. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, and if there's something you still have questions on, you can leave a comment on this video or reach out to your area manager. Thank you again, and have a great day.